hi and welcome to Take 5 with Leisa for 2013. Here at Arts Access, we're in the middle of moving stuff around. So, you know, new year, boxes everywhere. So please excuse the mess, but here we are. And I'm here with Zhen, who's coming in today to talk about her arts practice and what she's up to. So hi and welcome to Take 5. Do you want to tell us a bit about what you do? Because I watched one of your clips recently and it's just great. So,
well, I do live animations, so I draw from life, but then I animate them.
Yeah. So how does that happen? How you just sit in an environment and just start, or?
So I've got two different types of live animations. I've got one which I use my tablet PC, this brick here, pen. You just use Photoshop. I use a screen recorder, and what I do is I just draw straight onto the screen and record the screen as I go. So I draw whatever is in front of me and keep going.
Because I recently saw something that you had on Fed Square, and you were drawing from life, and I noticed that you would draw people who would stop by and have a little look at what you were doing. So how does the public react to that?
They seem to react really well. I think part of it is also the discovery of what's happening, and so sometimes people look at it and they're like, oh, what's going on? And then they realise that they can actually become part of the actual artwork. So, and then they get to pose and do whatever they want. So I had one person that spent about half an hour just watching, and then when he actually came up in front of me, he went, did a full-on pose, unlike everyone else, which, I like to have that kind of fun.
Because I suppose it would be a lot more comfortable for people, to be able to approach you, whereas, if you were a photographer, say, I know that I find that I see people with cameras and I tend to skirt round behind them, but if it's like a drawing, an artist, I'm curious, and so what I see coming out on screen would be, I suppose, less confronting, if that's a word, word to use.
So I do get a combination. So some people find it even more confronting because I'm actually looking at them intensely. And then other people find that I'm almost having some kind of conversation with them, so it's a little bit different. So people act differently depending on, how they feel, I think. Yeah.
Okay. And what's up and coming for you? What's your next project that's happening?
So my next big project is, so you go into a room and it's a white room, and when you walk in, you start looking around, and wherever you look, it will start drawing. So it'll become an animated room, but only where you look. So there'll be probably 2 minutes of drawing, of time you have in there, and where you start looking, it will start drawing, and if you don't look at that area, it won't draw. Which means it's kind of describing the way in which I see the world. So if I don't draw it, I won't see it, and it won't actually be created at all, and it won't become part of their memory because it would have never happened.
Well, good luck with that. Sounds fantastic, and we'll have to get you in again when it's all up and going and happening. So thank you so much for coming in. It's been a pleasure to meet you, and look forward to seeing more of your work.
Thank you.